That block isn't really a block at all.
He was clever. He could turn out to be the best I've come up against.
Who could?
The designer. My opponent. You see, there are two basic approaches to security.
Michael Keating was one of the most respected and quietly influential actors in British television history. Best known for his unforgettable role as Vila Restal in the science fiction series Blake's 7 and later as Reverend George Stevens in EastEnders, Keating built a career that lasted for decades through talent, discipline, and emotional authenticity.
Physical, locks and booby traps, things designed to physically stop you getting in. Then there is the psychological approach.
Like?
Like you put up a fence with a notice which says that the area is impregnated with swamp fever and you'll get galloping knee rot if you try to go inside.
In this video, we explore his early life, acting legacy, critical reception, career challenges, and the lessons audiences can still learn from his remarkable journey. How did Michael Keating begin his acting journey? Michael Keating was born on February 10, 1947, in Edmonton, Middlesex, England. He began acting professionally during the 1960s and trained through theatre and repertory productions, later working with respected institutions such as the National Theatre and the Old Vic. His classical stage experience helped him develop strong emotional control, timing, and realism that later defined his television career.
So which is this?
I'm working on it.
Why did Michael Keating become famous through Blake's 7? Michael Keating became widely known after playing Vila Restal in the BBC science fiction series Blake's 7 from 1978 to 1981. Vila was a thief and reluctant rebel whose humor and fear made him feel more human than many traditional television heroes. Audiences connected deeply with the character because he represented ordinary people struggling to survive in dangerous situations.
002. That is beautiful.
Is it?
An indestructible block. A combination of both the psychological and the physical. One reinforcing the other. Elegant, my friend. Simply elegant.
What made Vila Restal such an important television character? Vila Restal became one of the emotional centers of Blake's 7 because Michael Keating balanced comedy, vulnerability, intelligence, and compassion in a believable way. Critics later described Vila as an early example of the lovable rogue archetype that later became popular in modern science fiction television. How did Michael Keating's acting style stand out? Keating used subtle physical acting, nervous body language, careful vocal delivery, and realistic reactions to create authentic performances. Instead of relying on exaggerated drama, he focused on emotional truth and natural human behavior, which made his characters memorable and relatable. How did Michael Keating perform alongside powerful actors in Blake's 7? Blake's 7 featured strong personalities like Paul Darrow and Gareth Thomas, yet Michael Keating never disappeared beside them. He used restraint, timing, and emotional precision to quietly control scenes and maintain a strong presence without overacting. How did Michael Keating transition to EastEnders? In 2005, Michael Keating joined EastEnders as Reverend George Stevens. The role showed his versatility because he moved successfully from science fiction into grounded social drama. His calm and compassionate performance brought warmth and credibility to the residents of Albert Square. What other work did Michael Keating complete during his career? Beyond Blake's 7 and EastEnders, Keating appeared in Doctor Who, Casualty, Midsummer Murders, Yes Minister, and All Creatures Great and Small. He also worked extensively in theater, radio dramas, and audio productions connected to science fiction franchises. What criticisms did Michael Keating face during his career? Some critics believed he became too strongly associated with Vila Restal, which limited recognition of his broader acting range. Others felt his subtle acting style caused him to be overlooked for major awards because he avoided dramatic theatrical performances. Some Blake's 7 fans also believed the writers occasionally reduced Vila to comic relief, although Keating's performance added emotional depth to the character. How did critics and analysts view Michael Keating's artistic legacy? Critics praised Keating for emotional authenticity, technical discipline, and consistency. Many described him as a master of ensemble acting who strengthened every production he joined. Modern television analysts increasingly recognize Vila Restal as one of the most realistic and emotionally important characters in classic British science fiction. How did the acting community react after his death? Following Michael Keating's death in May 2026, actors, producers, and fans shared emotional tributes celebrating both his talent and kindness. Colleagues remembered him as humble, professional, supportive, and generous toward younger performers and fans alike. What lessons can audiences and actors learn from Michael Keating's career? Michael Keating's career showed that professionalism, patience, and authenticity can create a lasting legacy. He proved that subtle acting can become more powerful than exaggerated performances and that vulnerable characters often connect more deeply with audiences than traditional heroes. Why does Michael Keating remain an important figure in television history? Michael Keating remains respected because his performances combined intelligence, realism, humor, and emotional honesty. Whether playing a frightened rebel in space or a compassionate minister in EastEnders, he consistently made characters feel human and unforgettable. Finally, thank you for watching this tribute to Michael Keating. If you enjoyed this educational video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories about legendary actors, television history, and unforgettable artistic legacies.